Hi, it's Romella. I am back after a few weeks of rest. Yeah, and just general illness really. If you follow me, then you know that my throat has been and coughing has been a big issue pretty much for the last couple of months. But hopefully, I've turned the corner now. Things seem to be moving and improving. Oops. So I'm seeming to be able to talk without coughing. So fingers crossed for today. So today is Monday the 12th of January. And this week we're in the UK, we're just recovering from a huge amount of snow that came, closed all the schools and then it disappeared by the evening. So that was ideal snow, I would say. You don't have to go out doing any driving. The kids get a little bit of snow experience, but it's all gone for when you need to go and get your bread and your milk for your cups of tea. So it's all good. Definitely needed the lie-in on Monday. I am not going to lie. Checked the weather forecast at what time did I check it? About 6 in the morning. The school website, and it was saying it was closed. So that was it. Back to sleep. And told the kids in the morning. So all was good. So this week, it feels the collective energy is still feeling quite dense. There was definitely the slowness that we've had at the start of this year, and I think that's really important. Certainly I am not ever in a rush to move forward and dash forward into the new year, shall we say, because there's just this energy of, I find it quite a heavy energy at the new year. There's a lot of, there's all this collective, oh, this year's going to be different, it's not going to be different, it's going to be the same as the previous day, even regardless of the fact it was another year. So I find the new year quite heavy, I'll admit that now. And it's not the time that, it's a time for hibernating. It's a time for going within. It's a time for warmth and comfort and fire and candles and baths and all that sort of lovely stewy foods and things like that. It's not a time to be limiting yourself, and it's not a time to be giving things up that you love. It is that there is this energy of contemplation. And I think that's what's important with the new year. Isn't this January? It's this energy of contemplation rather than an energy of dash ahead, make changes that that a couple of weeks in you're not going to be in the energy of. So very much I would ask you and invite you even just to sit in that energy of contemplation. Think about what went well and what you enjoyed about last year and what you're looking forward to this year, what plans you can put in place to support yourself. If there are things that you want to change, then, look at the energies, the feelings, the emotions around those, rather than just the actual 3D thing of it, if that makes sense. So today I've got a selection of cards. I think, excuse me with the cough, I think we'll use The Rise of the Warrior by Luna Marie today. And then we'll probably pull a few cards off the other one as well. I'm just feeling a little bit of something different. So give them a quick tap. And let's just see what is going to support us as empaths on our spiritual journey this week. So we've got a new moon coming in on the Saturday. So again, it's a good time just to have a bit of a detox, a bit of a clear up, a bit of releasing before really planting those seeds of desires. And then the full moon, I think, is the 1st of February after that. So let's just see. These cards are flowing quite nicely. There we go. Let's have that one. Take back your power, courage. Yeah. And this is really about, this is what I was saying at the start, is it's not giving your power to new year, new you. It's not giving your power away to resolutions. It's not giving your power away to things that you feel you perhaps should do or achieve, rather than the things that you want to achieve. And taking your power back is about putting your energy where it supports you, not where it's others might think it needs to go, or where where others think it should go, whether that's the collective, whether that's society, whether that's family or friends or work colleagues or bosses. It's really about, what is it that you need, and put your power there very much. This backdrop is very busy, but I do quite like it. So I think if I hold these up quite high, you can still see everything. Inner child. Inner child it's always a fun one to work with, but also it can be very deep. It depends how you want to approach inner child work. Some might go in for the inner child and look at the shadows and and perhaps things that did happen in childhood and the clearing and the healing and all that. But actually there's a fun element of the inner child, and that is the fun element of what makes your inner child smile, what lights it up, what supports it. And this says, listen to the voice within. So for me, I bought a little light, battery powered light, and it's a bit like a gummy bear. I'll have to put a photo on my socials of it. But it was only £3-4. But it just makes me smile whenever it's lit. It's just, my inner child was so happy with it, because it's not something she would ever have asked for, perhaps, or received. But it's that, it makes me smile, and my inner child is really, really happy with it. Makes me very happy. So this inner child card is, yes, it you can go either way with it. You can look at the shadow and the past elements and that inner child from that. But actually, I would invite you to, rather than going down that path, but actually, what lights your inner child up? What makes you smile? Is there a chocolate bar or some sweets that you really remember from childhood that you really, want to enjoy? Is there a film or a book that you'd love to revisit? Is there something, if you've got children, that actually, you want to give them as part of their childhood that was or wasn't part of your childhood? So what does your inner child, what can you do to support them? That's the message. And it is something fun. That is really what I'm being called to. There needs to be a lightness, because like I said, there's a heaviness around this January. Both within, obviously there's wars going on, there's people stepping out of line and trying to change things that perhaps they shouldn't be doing. Politically, there's a lot going on. So that, having that little spot of joy and happiness is so, so important at the moment. And this card, this matches the background very well, doesn't it? It says transformation. You're transforming in wonderful ways. And again, this is this energy of January. It's this contemplation. It's this stepping into doing something slightly different. It's about supporting yourself. It's about recognizing what is in your heart, what lights you up, what brings you joy. Joy is very much my word for this year. I've got a lot of things going on this year. I have 2 children sitting major exams. My father is still alive, although he's quite locked in because he has Parkinson's and dementia. And I'm not expecting him to last the year. I was quite surprised he lasted last year. So I'm expecting some quite heavy energies around this year. There's a lot of support that I'm going to need to give the kids this year. But I need that energy of joy. I need that emotion of joy and that fulfillment in order to support me, and so it fills my glass up in order to then be able to support them. So that's really what I feel this transformation and this energy of January is asking, is go within, look at what it is that you are desiring. And yes, I could focus on the heaviness that I've got coming up later in the year, but I'm choosing to have an awareness of it. But what I'm doing is I'm putting things in place now so that when my energy levels are a little bit more depleted in a few months' time, I have got the capacity to be to find those spots of joy. But I need to do the work now in order to do that. And doing the work now is that going within, and it's working out what it is that brings me joy, what is going to fill my, what is going to bring me joy in life, as opposed to what do I need to change right now, because that is an energy that really doesn't resonate with me, and it makes me, it turns me off, to be honest. If I'm told I have to do something, that doesn't sit well in my energy. I have to choose and be aligned with it, and that's the transformation energy. So those are those cards. Let me have a look at, we pull one of these Prairie Majesty cards this is by Cara Simmons, and I saw these, I think brand new, haven't actually used them. I bought them to use for my journaling practice for the, I always buy the Leonie Dawson yearbooks, so I bought these for these. I'm just going to pull, I'm not going to shuffle them actually, I'll give them a quick tap, because I'll probably do a little walkthrough video. Let me just pull you. Burn, what's ready to go so I can grow. Again, this is perfect for this time of year. It's, how do you want to feel? Let's put it into emotions, because emotions are the power driver. They're the fuel for the action. Is what's ready to go? What's ready to change? I'm looking at things that I've made that I perhaps signed up for that perhaps don't resonate with me anymore, and either dropping out of them or cancelling them and creating space for the things that I do want. So yeah, very important is that releasing what you don't need and what is not supporting you. So they are the cards for this week. Supporting me as well is this spray. Oh, it's not coming out very well. It's the Archangel Metatron Angelic Celestial Colours, and it's Tanzanite, and it's Third Eye Energy Spray. And I've just been looking for this inside, could not find it anywhere, and it's because it's in the summer house, so I shall have to bring it in, because my sinuses are still quite poignant, is the word that's coming through, quite painful. So I'm feeling that actually working with this Third Eye spray is really going to support me. It's going to support me and help my clearing. On a spiritual level, there is, I feel, some blocks are going to be cleared around perhaps my clairvoyance. I am very much a clairsentience. I just feel and can channel that way. But I'm always intrigued by the clairvoyance, and I'm feeling that actually this sinus clearing, this third eye, this clearing that's happening is going to bring in more. So yeah, I would invite you maybe to look at this. This is Tanzanite as the crystal, and it's a beautiful bottle with these. These used to be my brand colours, actually going back quite a while. I think when I rebranded to Romella originally, I had this teal and this mauve, beautiful colours. Smells divine as well, so I'm going to take that in with me so that I can actually use that in the coming days to support myself. So I wish you all a beautiful week. What am I going to do? I'm still in this process of working out what I'm going to offer. But if you like what I'm talking about, if you would like your own personal reading, then I do personal readings. They are just not on my website or listed at the moment. But I'll perhaps pop a little poll together so that you can have a little personal reading if you want. If you want something a little deeper, then I can do that alongside some energy work around doing the energy editing, clearing out those emotions, beliefs, thoughts that you really want to get rid of this year. Later in the year, I have my Sabbat work, which is the energy editing based on the energies of each of the Sabbats. So I will be talking about that probably next week for the February one, which is in bulk, which is coming up fast, which is lovely. And I always feel that it's a really nice time to sort of set the energies of the year. So I wish you a beautiful week. Stay safe and look after yourselves, and I will see you soon. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Bye.